The story of the mighty demigod Maui. Maui is a rare character who is common to both myths, legends and many ancient stories of other peoples. According to Maori mythology, Maui, full name Maui Tiki Tiki, is a demigod of strength, trickster, shapeshifter, and great hero in the eyes of mortals in Polynesian mythology in general and its branch of gods. Maori dialogue in particular. Maui's father was the gatekeeper of Makeatutara's underworld, and his mother was Turanga, a prominent woman in the tribe. Maui was born prematurely and thought he was dead. The mother then wrapped Maui in a bun and dropped it into the sea. The boy Maui was wrapped in seaweed by the ocean spirits, and then taken and raised by Sky Father Rangi. Maui grew up, healthy and strong, returning to his mother's surprise. At this time, he learned that he had 4 older brothers: Maui Taha, Maui Roto, Maui Pei, Maui Waho and an older sister. At first, the 4 older brothers refused to accept their new brother, but then Maui showed off his ability to transform into many different creatures. Impressed, they accepted Maui as a member of the family. As he grew up, Maui began to go on adventures. He took the jawbone of his great-grandfather, Muriranga Wenue, and ground it into a hook as his first weapon. In addition to the most powerful weapon, the divine fishing hook, Maui also possesses a very powerful animal transformation technique. Thanks to that, Maui also performed a series of other great feats such as fighting the sun god, forcing the god to slow down so that people could have time to work. When he saw his mother complaining that she couldn't dry her clothes because the sun set too fast, Maui then invited 4 of his brothers to climb to the top of a mountain, use a rope braided from his sister's hair, tie it to a hook, and then throw it up into the sun. All 5 brothers tried to pull and finally pulled the sun back, forcing the sun to slow down so that the day was longer. Another time, 5 brothers invited each other to go fishing at sea. Even though he had a terrible hook, Maui couldn't catch any fish, resulting in a laughingstock for his brothers. Annoyed, Maui played back with his brothers, hooked his hook to the bottom of the sea, then pretended he had caught a huge fish, asking his brothers to come out and pull it for him. The 4 brothers pulled hard, eventually pulling up the entire bottom layer, forming islands in the sea. There is also a story that the 5 brothers pulled up a fish as huge as an island. Maui ran to find a priest to save the fish before killing it. In fact, Maui wanted to know that this fish could become an island for people to live on. But the 4 brothers did not have enough patience, so they kept slaughtering the fish. The fish writhed in pain, causing its body to break into jagged pieces. The fish turned into the island of North Te Aika a Maui, dotted with mountains and valleys. Failing with the fish, Maui had to ask the gods to turn his boat into an island for people to live on. The boat turned into the South Island, Te Waka a Maui, which was flat and easy to live in. The next feat is to steal the fire of the goddess Mahuika to give to humans. Maui then went to Mahuika, the goddess of fire. He used his ability to transform, approached Mahuika's fire, then turned into a falcon and stole a burning branch from the goddess's island. Realizing that he had been stolen, Mahuika became angry and chased after Maui, engulfing everything in flames. Panicked, Maui quickly prayed to his ancestors on both his maternal and paternal sides. Then a rain fell from the sky, extinguishing Mahuika's fire, but Maui's burning branch remained intact. One day, Maui's mother suddenly disappeared. Maui immediately turned into a woodpecker to look for her. He found his mother next to his father, the god Makatotara. He performed a ritual to bless his son. But due to a mistake, Maui would accomplish countless feats in his life, but would die miserably. It is said that after the sky was raised by the gods, the mortals continued to cry to Maui that the sky was still too low. There are also places where it is said that the sky is getting lower and lower. Realizing that the sky lifting task was too much, Maui sought his father's help. Father and son joined forces and raised the sky high. Afterwards, Maui married one of his sisters, Hina. One day, Hina went to the river to wash clothes and was attacked by a giant eel named Tuna. Hina quickly escaped and ran back to tell her husband. Maui took his fishhook to the river and fought with Tuna. In the end, Maui was victorious and destroyed the sea monster. Maui's final adventure involved his failure in his attempt to bring immortality to humans. Legend has it that if you go back from the vagina to the mouth of the goddess of death, Hain Nui Te Po, she will die and people will gain immortality. So while Hain Nui Te Po was sleeping soundly, Maui told his brothers to watch so he could travel into the goddess's vagina. Some people say that he is forever trapped in the dark, wet womb of the goddess, because it is obvious that from the vagina there is no way to get to the mouth. Some people say that Maui had just entered the vagina when an ungrateful brother burst out laughing, waking the goddess. She felt a tickle in her groin, so she clamped her legs together, causing her fangs along the sides of her vagina to crush Maui. A truly sudden death. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.